20 years ago, almost 20 years ago, it was only a dream that an official Optimus could do. This pose from the Dreamwave artwork that was on the Transformers Collection Optimus Prime box, and here he is doing it. Happy.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm bringing you a review from Takara Tomy, Transformers Masterpiece Optimus Prime, aka Convoy version 3 MP-44. This is the third Masterpiece Optimus Prime. It's their 35th anniversary and they wanted to bring us something new. Just to let you see, the boxes are roughly, they are level with each other this way, but Prime's box is a little bit longer, and the orientation of Megatron's is this way. And what else? Optimus is taller too as well. So there you are with that. We have this picture right here, this on the top, all the contents right there, this on the back, fans, toys, hot rod falling on the ground over there in the background. But I'm gonna open this, play with it in truck mode, get back to you with the truck mode stuff, transform it, all that, transform it a couple times so I won't be stumbling and bumbling on it and trying to give you all a fresh out the box transformation. But I'll be back, don't worry. I haven't even opened this thing yet, and this thing is already friggin' amazing to me. There's going to be so much for me to cover, things I didn't see in all those Asian speaking language reviews that I watched. It's a whole bunch of stuff in this instruction manual that they didn't show off. The instruction manual is a book. It is a literal book. It's nice. Alright, I've been messing with this thing for roughly 5 to 6 hours. Bear with me. Here's Optimus in his truck mode with the little people right there. Let's go into their articulation. Sparkplug is the best one. The arms can go out this far on them. Their heads are all on a little ball joint that can turn around. They have varying ranges of motion, but all of them have this little diaphragm ball joint right there that leaves a gap in the body. Sparkplug has a more hunchback right there. His legs, their legs kick forward and bend like that. All of them, same articulation. Problems: Spike, when you push the legs forward, they typically pop off. They're all on little tiny ball joints. So basically he's almost like a parts tag-on form or a parts poser. So because you have to like either force it in while you're moving up, just remember that, or pop them off and then put them back on. But same leg articulation, same waist swivel and everything. But his head seems to be able to look up more than Sparkplug's can. Carly's problem: her arms pop off easier. Like, it must be because of the way the poofy shoulder pads are or something. But her legs seem to be good. Her diaphragm seems to be better than all of theirs. And it's cool. It's like they're Diaclones, but they look like people. And to show you this, none of them have actual drawn on or painted faces, so you'll have to do that yourself or leave it like this. They're like little green army men. They all have magnets. Spike and Sparkplug have magnets in the back. You're not going to get use out of Sparkplugs too much, but they all have magnets in the feet, and you'll see why later. Right here I was supposed to be showing that you can put the little people inside, but they barely have any room, and they can't see out the window. It just looks like a transformer in there. For whatever reason, that footage didn't happen. Here he is next to a Masterpiece sized car. Just pretend that's an Autobot. Here he is next to the MP-10 mold. Come on, man. Yeah, that has been a problem for me forever. Anyway, this one's a little bit taller. It's not. They're roughly the same length and roughly the same height. So, yeah. You know what? I haven't tried. I believe these are roughly the same size as the previous one, so
Carly can fit in there, and Spike can fit in here. But yeah, so if you're gonna permanently make this your truck mode prime, there you go with that. Here's what the rollers look like. There's one seat right there, but I'm gonna show you later that there's 4 seats in here. Yeah, I think this was the toy accurate color. Here's the bottom, and yeah, this one had the feature where you could pull that back and put Prime's gun right there. But this one has even more features. I'm going to show you that. Prime is 15.4 ounces, 436 grams. Megatron is 444 grams and 15.6 ounces. Alright, let's fully get into this trailer. As you can see, the stripe isn't toy accurate, it's cartoon accurate. It's blue down there. The wheels are smaller than these wheels right here, but these are roughly about the same length, but just things look different. There's a ton more functionality in this. Alright, let's start low. This whole thing right here slides out, and you can store his accessories like his helmets and these weapons attachments and whatnot. Of course, these open up, they peg right there, and this ramp slides out. These don't click, so if you rock it forward, they will fall. But this ramp pulls out way longer than the MP-10, and I like that. It's more a realistic angle where cars could go up in there. This is the only car I have on hand. This is X-Transbot's, what is his name? Wild Rider. Oh yeah, I forgot I have Roller in here. So let's go ahead and open this up. Roller actually attaches to this thing so he doesn't slide all around in there like crazy. But I am capable of getting the whole car in there, which is awesome. The hose attachment fits right there, as you can see. Optionally, if you have the rifle, pull it back like this, you can store that right there. Anything with this pattern right here, which honestly feels like there's a sticker on top of that, or maybe it just feels that type of way. Anything with these strips has magnets, and the little humanoid characters can stick to that, even with 1 feet. One of the reasons why this keeps falling over is because I was supposed to pull this out. And to let you see that foot comes down when you pull it out. These are what's supposed to really be out. And then you have this down like this as a platform. The humans can fit inside of here. They can put their feet in there. Blah, blah, blah. Same over here. And of course inside of the weapons drone right here. Lift that up, spin that around, put the arm however you see fit. But this opens up right there. I'm gonna put Sparkplug up here. So that's cool. They give you 3 people for all 3 places. The drone can actually deploy guns. This rotates, goes up all the way and whatnot, and bends up to that point. This arm rotates down, up, swivels right there, swivels back. This is honestly a little bit looser than I would like. There's a double jointed arm. No, that's not double jointed, it's single jointed. And it's 2 claw action right there, a double jointed claw action. If you want, you can stand things up. This doesn't move forward, so we're gonna have to push that back in here. Maybe put the weapons away. And now we can pull these down, pull that down, and the humans can interact with this magnetized again. We can attach the hose going the other direction. Now Optimus can fuel himself or fuel other robots, because this is capable of fitting in his hands. It's not clipped in any type of way, but his fingers do grip around it. Alrighty, if we bend this in like that and bend that in like this. Take the drone, lift it up, rotate it this way. We can actually shut this around the drone so the drone can be peeking out and shooting people. To show you this trailer hitch, if we rotate this like this, roller can actually fit onto there, and roller can pull this right there. It's a lot of weight on him, it seems, so yeah. Optionally, you can pull the drone out this way, pull these little doors out this way, and now it can just be hanging out the front if you want, with roller pulling it, attacking people or whatever the heck. But wait, there's more. You can slide this. It comes unattached. Basically, these things right here need to, let's put these wheels up like that. This is made out of good material, but the way this works doesn't give me the good feelings. It doesn't peg on there as secure as I would like. Well, basically, while these are up, you can bring these down. And let me show you how to attach this. You put it right here, and then there's some slots that go around some flat parts back here while you're sliding that forward to hold it in place. You could honestly put it in here and do it like that if you want him hanging out the back. But while we have this thing out, you can push these back up like I showed before. They stay flat good, but they don't stay up in wheel mode well enough to me. And they could just roll around because it did roll out the back of the trailer at least once. Or you could pull this little, push this up like that, get this hitch out. And now the hitch actually connects to roller. And this is very loose. I guess that's good for the turnability of roller, but roller can haul him around and turn at least that much right there. So that's a cool option. And let's show you other cool things about roller now that we're on roller. I think that's all we need with this. And as you can see, these wheels were coming down as I was moving it around. So that's not secure. That's a problem. I'll have to take points away. Roller has an engine right there. So that's cool. So Spike and Carly can pretend they're doing stuff. Like I showed, this lifts up and you can put Prime's gun right there. You could put this dealie right here. Have it pegged going into different ways. You can attach this here and kind of rope this around however you see fit, but there's an option. Let me see if this can actually, no, that bumps. So yeah, let me see if this can fit into you. Yeah, you can put this into any of the 3 ports. And as you can see, unlike the first roller that had 1 seat, this guy has 4 seats. Take Spike and crew in this type of position and put them in there. Back seat works just like the front, so there you are. You can still attach this, but roller is higher, so there you are. The jetpack, if you bend this forward, bring this down, you can actually peg that onto there, and you can put the blast effects right there if you want. Somebody out there, because I don't have the original Sideswipe mold anymore, let me know if this actually fits on Sideswipe. Transformation, somebody help me. shut that. Grab in here, start detaching. And now we can like pull that away from here and grab Sparkplug, get him out of there. Same thing over here, start detaching. Unplug from, it's like kind of wrapped around a little peg right there. Get everything out to the side. Go ahead and lift this forward, bring that forward. Rotate these back, rotate these back. Rotate this down, bring the canister around like this, rotate this down, bring the chrome piece that's supposed to be like the canister around like that. Back here, start unpegging that. It will be feeling scary and stuck right there, but just pull it apart. These detached as well, which were plugged inside of these two pegs right here that was plugged inside of this. Rotate this in like that, rotate that in like that. Pull this away from the truck. Pull this away from the truck. There's a peg that goes into a hole right there. Right inside of here, rotate that out like that. On the other side, rotate that out like that. Open the legs up. We might as well go ahead and flip this up. The hinge is really tight. It's gonna feel scary, but rotate that up. There is a peg right here that goes into a hole right there on both sides. So rotate this up, rotate it up, and plug that into the peg right there. Reading comments, I know some people are anal. They all want to actually want me to like zoom in on the peg, but trust me, there's a daggone peg there. I tried to show it as best I could. All right, right here we need to clear this, and now we can fold this way, and now we need to fold this out like that. Over here, inside the leg on both sides, you can just lift that up like this and kind of keep that up. In fact, let's do that first. Over here. No, make that clear this, and then lift this up like that, but leave these up. With this clearing this, we're gonna bend this up like that, and we're gonna fold this piece up like that. Alrighty. Now we need to make this right here lift up and get into that orientation. Same thing over here. Now I'm doing all this from memory now, but the first time I transformed this, whew. And now that we lift this part up, we can actually spin this around and clear everything. Open this up a little bit, bring this down so it'll go up under here like that. Now we can shove, if we have everything placed correctly, we can shove all of this inside of there, and you might have to work with this, but basically we need to get this peg into a slot right there. This is difficult, but you just need to like maneuver everything until it's getting in there, and then like I said, shove that into there. This will be freaking pretty much self-explanatory where you need to put this to make that cartoon accurate. I'm gonna just finish off the foot, bring this up shut it like this. But before we can push that in there, we need to take this flap and lift it up out of the way. Now we can get that in there, bring the foot forward, and yeah, shove that up into there if you don't want it to be seen. And we can close this around the wheel. Come on, this was difficult too the first time I did it. Go ahead and go around the damn wheel. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Shut it. Now let's do all that over here. We're gonna rotate this way. The stuff we opened will be coming into place. I'm gonna open this a little bit, shove that down. Make this go into here, and go ahead and bring this peg to this slot right here. Let's shove all of this. If you had everything transformed correctly, it should go right in there. Shut that on there. Spin this around, and like I said, I've been doing this for hours, so now my mouth is starting to freaking sound like I'm having a freaking stroke. Rotate this, kind of get it forward and move that. Now we can put this into place. So now you should be done with the friggin' legs. He is a Euro truck. Right here, we need to go ahead and just move the arms out. Like, kind of just get them out of the way. This is the only part that's sort of reminiscent a little tiny taste like the original toy and cartoon. Go ahead and open that up, bring that back, and this is how you get to the battery compartment. You screw that off, and then you put the LR44s in there with the flat part up. Now we can go ahead and lift this up, lift that up, kind of get it out of the way a bit, lift this up, start bringing that back, and now we can get at these, or get at this a bit. Start like lifting that up out of the freaking way. Once we get it up, we can go ahead and move the bumper forward. Go ahead and move these up like that. Bring these down on both sides. It's like a double hinge system. Now that's done. Open the windshield. Now we can start bringing that back more, which will reveal the Optimus head. Start bringing that back a bit. Bring these pieces up out of the way. Just kind of leave stuff like that. Before we forget, rotate this around and leave that open. Rotate this around, leave it open. Slide these wheels down on both sides. They're pegged. The back of this is pegged to something in there, the matrix chamber. We need to kind of pull it forward, then out. See, the peg is right here. It goes into there. We need to pull that forward and bring it up. Here we need to rotate the wheels. No, rotate this up like that. Now we can get at these wheels. We need to bring the wheels inside. We can unhinge this. I know. I'm getting flashbacks from Revenge of the Fallen Optimus. Go ahead and get this out of the way. Push that down right there. Now with all that out of the way, we can start trying to finish this back. So basically bring these back here. Bring this inside. while lifting that up. And now we can bring this down here and rotate that down like that. So once everything starts lining up with the head, you're kind of good to go. This has a little lip on it. It grabs onto that. Open this up, kind of straighten this up, and hinge this down into a position where we can get that tab inside of that hole that was right there. Now we can lift this up into place. Hopefully you have everything the way it was supposed to go. I know. Get that into place. And we can go ahead and get these into there if they didn't do it by themselves. Kind of tab this into place. There's a little lip down there that goes over this. The shoulders. We need to pull this down. Once you pull that down, you have access to move this over. Pull the arm down, and now you have access to move that over. Going back to let you know, this is key to only slot up into one angle, so you can't get that wrong. Now we can set this cover on both sides. Over here, you need to bring this cover, like bend it in such a way so that it can clear all of that. And shut. Bring the hand forward, open this, and shut that. The shoulders are out to here. We need to bring them inside of the body. You don't have to bring it inside of the body, but if you want it to look flush, that's a good idea. Fold this around, bring this hand out like that, kind of bend it like this so we can get it over here and peg it. Now open this up and bring it up, and it does click. Same deal over here, and this should be pegged onto something as well. Rotate the fist around, and now we need to, this is up like that, push this down, bring this butt flap down like that, bring these side skirts out, and now you don't have to put this down, but basically this clips up onto there to hold that secure, and there is another soft clicking section back here that will keep the body in there. But now he is a mother freaking robot. Yay. Here he is in robot mode, and he is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Let's get this elephant out of the room. Picking him up and doing that shake test people are doing, well, that one video did. You see all this? I mean, it's moving right here because there's a movement. This leg seems to be the worst. There's a little bit of give in between the teeth of the excellent freaking ratchets, where this leg seems to be able to go back more than this one does. But if I pull them forward and do that shake test that the dude did, that one leg is going back, but as you can see, look at that. But I can do all this and you don't even hear the ratchets moving. I'm getting faster and the ratchets aren't moving, so yeah, shut up. Anyhow, this thing is nice. I believe the whole entire robot is painted. There are only few places that aren't painted, and where they aren't painted, or where it isn't painted, it seems to have like a glossy coat on it. If I can complain about anything as far as the aesthetics and robot mode is the panel breakup right there. Some people may not like that. You can see the tire a little bit right here. It's not completely covered, but it's decently covered. But let me just tell you. Oh yeah, and just to be full 100% transparency, Extra Zero didn't like his figure. It does have like sprue marks in certain spaces right there. They didn't clean that off. They just painted over it, and it has them right here on the crotch, just like his figure. And I can't think, there may be some other random spaces where they're like painted over sprue marks. So if you are super duper anal, that will bug you, I guess. Like I said, if you're anal. But other than that, the thing is awesome. It articulates awesome. And let's get into that before I bring out the accessories. The head. You can look up. It can tilt. It can come down. Well, it can not really look down unless you use this hinge. And that's what that hinge looks like, if that bothers you. But they gave it to you so you can be super expressive and whatnot. Depending on how you have the body turned, you won't be looking at that. The shoulders, they bend out right here on this joint. On this arm, it's way stiffer, but it does that. But if you don't want to use that, it can go up on this end. Butterfly. They come out like that. But there's a backwards butterfly that does this. But you can bring that out and bring that all the way around. So there's this hinge and then that hinge. That's the butterfly. So the arm can come across the chest that much, which is a ton, especially compared to the original figures. Bicep rotates all the way, more than 90 degrees worth of bend there. The wrist does this, can swivel around. The thumb is on a hinge that comes out that much. The fingers are designed just like MP Megatron. All these are, they basically come out to form that same hand that MP Megatron makes. You can do a pointy finger right there, and there's that. The waist, there's a lot going on in here. If it's snapped all the way down, you have to unsnap it to get the ab crunch. The waist can rotate, but you have to definitely pull it out because it's like clicked right there. And when it's clicked there, that's all you get. But you can bend it forward, and you can kind of shift it off of this. It locks right here. You can shift it off of that, and he can get crazy ab articulation. And you have use of this joint right here, where he can rock side to side. So that's a lot going on right there. The hips, they go out like that. These flaps are designed in such a way where they don't get in the way. They move out of the way. Even when you kick forward, and look at this. That pushes that out to the side and lets you kick all the way up more than 90 degrees. And then since it's spring loaded, it just comes down and fills in. And all you have to do is just that real quick. Thigh rotation. Kind of bumps on something right there. But there you go. The knees. Double jointed knees. The top part of the knee is ratcheted. They bend that much. The lower part of the knee, which has like Masterpiece 01 type articulation, where this kneecap like moves to accommodate things without breaking up the sculpt too much. I like that. Ankle pivot. Foot rocks forward. It can, the toe bends right there to let you see. This is what your heel is looking like. And yeah, rocks back that much. So, a bunch of articulation. Before we get into the accessories,
let's get into, oh yeah, the backpack. On camera and in every picture, this backpack looks ginormous, and especially if you're comparing it to Magic Square and TE Optimus, which Joe is going to ship me his. He already shipped them to me, but I'm going to get them tomorrow, and I'm going to just do a comparison video. I'm not going to kill myself. But in person, let me just tell you, I can't tell you. The backpack does not look as bad as it looks on camera. I know I can't convince you. You just have to have it in hand. It might look horrible to you in person, but to me, just like X-Transbot's Cliff Jumper, it doesn't look so bad. This might be helping that situation the way this protrudes, but I believe that's accurate to the cartoon as well. He needs 3 LR44 batteries. Right here. There's an on-off switch right here. If you have fingernails, you can just lift that up. And now he is Japanese. It's worth mentioning that that's transparent plastic right there. I'm not going to kill myself going through all of the Japanese phrases, but if you hold the button down, which is right here, you get second levels. So there's like 4 levels of Japanese phrases. Like, when I first saw that it was going to have this humongous backpack, I was like, holy moly, it's going to do all that and not have Peter Cullen? And then, when it releases as Peter Cullen, literally, when I heard that voice coming out of him, I almost wanted to cry. Okay, if you hold it more, and you get this. The Matrix. There's like a little groove, but you basically gotta like lift up on that because it clips in at the bottom. But there you are with that. You can do the whole pretend he's holding his own chest situation, and I'm gonna see if he can actually rotate his arm under here. He can almost do it. Wait. Yeah, he can rotate his hand actually in there and touch that just like he did in the movie. Let's open the hands. So he is capable of grabbing that. I think he opened up his chest and it opened, and he reached in and grabbed the Matrix out of himself. But here's the Matrix, and watch this with the Matrix. You can grab these 2 things right there. You can grab them and pull it forward so you can get the Matrix out. Whoa! Oh boy. See, this pushes back in there. When I figured that out, holy crap. The first review I saw with this, they barely pushed the Matrix in there. But it's just like the other Matrixes, where it's a small crystal on one side and big on the other, like they're lighting the darkest hour. To let you see, the original Matrix and this is the exact same thing, except this is painted like this shiny, shimmery blue color right there, and this one's transparent and light pipeable. But they're the exact same, and both of them are die cast. Now I'm gonna push this back in there, shut it, and be done with that.
Now, you've been looking at this face the whole time, but this is its season 2 face and beyond. Like, maybe even before season 2, they changed this face to make it more angular and whatnot. But it's nice. Now, these antennae are a bit flimsy, but I'm not scared that I'm gonna break them or whatnot. And I don't think they rotate. They may if you force it, but I don't think they're supposed to rotate. But there's what the head looks like. You can slide this off. Take one of his other heads. This was his original first episode and mostly season 1 head, where it's way more round. One thing I'm not liking, I don't know if it's done on purpose, but the antennae are kind of angled in at the top. But as you can see, let's show you them side by side. The mouth is way differently shaped. This one's coming down a bit, whereas this one is going up. But yeah, the spikes on the side, that's more pointy, but you can see it. Here's the battle damaged head. These are even more bent, as they should be. There's even like a little bullet hole, it looks like, in his forehead. It's all cracked up. There's no like energon leaking like Megatron's. And they give you this little piece right here. Here's a hole right there, or peg. You take this, slot that over there, and now he is damaged from getting stabbed by the lightsaber sword or energon sword right there. And one of his eyes is a little bit closed, it looks like. So there you are with that. The jetpack, Sideswipe's jetpack. You kind of put it down like this and bring it down, and these little things right here slot into there. So put it down, bring it like this, and make sure that these are pointed in so you can groove it into place. Now, it's not really grabbing up here so much as it is being pegged into the side, but here's what he looks like right here. You could take these effects right here that are like his blast effects. Here's him flying. Final head accessory, we have this Starscream head right here. It's like it's kind of gray. It's more gray than actually black, and the face isn't as dark as it normally would be in the cartoon. And we move this forward, unclip this, and we take Starscream's shoulders and slot that over there. Now we bring this back, try to keep it straight, and bring it back over to there. And now here is Starscream cosplaying as Optimus Prime. I forget the episodes, you can look it up. Here's his gun. Of course, the gun has the typical pegs in the handle like Masterpiece like to do. There are holes in the hands. Put that there. You might want to kind of bend the fingers a little bit in the front. Wrap the fingers around. Move the thumb to however you want. And he holds it. I'll have to point this out because Extra Zero didn't like it. They put the screws on this side. But when you're in that iconic pose that he always does for the movie, it'll be pointed like that anyway. So, yeah. Maybe they could have put screw covers on there. I don't know. These have 2 clips right there on both sides. You can lift this handle up and clip this like that. Or you can clip it like this. Or you can transform it and clip it in. It'll stay there like that. Or do it on this side. like this, or do it upside down. I don't know if it's going to do this upside down, whether it's going to bump. I don't know if I tested it. No, it clicks in every way. Now before I forget, which I almost did, this jetpack effect can actually be used as a laser blast effect. This is actually scary. This right here is a clip. You can pull this straight off and you're left with this right here. Now, this I do have to complain about. It clips onto this. It clips on, but it doesn't feel as secure as I would like it to be. But it stays on, and this actually articulates up and down and whatnot. But depending on how you bend it, like go beyond this, it's gonna unclick, so it's not supposed to go beyond that. And it's not supposed to be able to go beyond that. This also has a screw right there on the outside. So you could make him, you know what, I don't know if the left hand comes off. I think it's just the right hand. I'm not gonna mess with it. Now it's size comparison time. Sunstreaker, Fans Toys Hoodlum here. Here's Make Toys Meteor, Starscream, same height as the regular Seekers, and Megatron right there. So you can see they're roughly about the same height. This head, I almost wish it transformed different, so I could just put this on top of it, but here's what this would look like if you just plop that on there. So if you wanted to do that, because this thing could barely look up anyway, so that it still has the same articulation. Of course, it's not really connected to anything, but if you wanted to do this for the shelf, there's an option. And here is this evolution right here. The first one seems to be like someone's memory of what Optimus Prime should look like, or what they thought a masterpiece Optimus Prime should look like. This one was a little bit more close to cartoon aesthetic, but even like the helmet and face is completely different, and he has bulky, beefy proportions and whatnot. I keep saying it, like, compared to this is almost, the engineering in this is almost like a regular Chug leader class as far as the engineering and whatnot. It's good quality plastic and whatnot, but this is definitely looking like it jumped out of the cartoon. I don't know if anybody has seen this guy in a while. He is rickety and old. All his whole lower leg is made out of die-cast. It has so much metal in it. It's nuts. But he has ball-jointed ankles, which was a dumb move. I don't want to get rid of him. I'm probably going to keep it. But he is definitely replaced because they're going with the new cartoon aesthetic. They started tiptoeing around the idea of cartoon aesthetic when they made this guy. But over the years, they've been perfecting it, and now you get that. This dude, the paint helps. I'm pretty sure they're going to make a toy accurate version that has silver chrome legs. So if you don't want this guy, you can look out for that. I'm willing to bet you they're going to do that. But yeah. Here they are from the sides. Here they are from the back. I didn't do this comparison. Here this is. But I, myself personally, am highly satisfied with this action figure right here. Do I think it's worth $450? No. I think y'all should have listened to me and Figure Action, like we've been saying forever, and order it on Amazon Japan. They still have some in stock that are below the $400 mark. If you want this thing and you don't want to pay, if you're paying $450 waiting for BBTS, I don't know what the heck's wrong with you. Get the cheaper price. This thing shipped on Saturday, and it got to me on Tuesday. Before I close it out, there is one more accessory that he came with. This is supposed to go up under his crotch to be like a stand, and then you can use that stand that comes with Masterpiece Dinobot, and he can use that to stand up. I mean, do flight poses and whatnot. I thought that the little drone was gonna double as a stand, just like Megatron's little gun stock doubles as a stand. It has diecast, but no, that's not in the instructions anywhere. So, yeah. Anyway, I love the figure. I'm happy. I hope you're happy if you pre-ordered it or if you ordered it. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.